Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be covering a ton of new LEGO set reveals, and these are going to range from the following themes of Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, Jurassic World, and all of those are just a ton of sets that we have to go over here within this video. I didn't want to do separate vids for each of these because they're not really primary themes that my channel focuses on, and I thought the best way to kind of just go over this will be I'll put timestamps in the video so you can skip to whatever theme you're most interested in to hear my thoughts and see the reveals for them. But for now, without further ado, let's get straight into it here with the first set. Alright, so first up here we have set number 43197, the Ice Castle. It's going to include 1,709 pieces and is going to be retailing in the US for $199.99 and then $269.99 Canadian, and will be releasing on July 1st of 2021. And this set here is a really cool one. I honestly didn't expect them to do this. Like, I had heard about this set releasing, but like beforehand, I didn't really think they'd do a large scale Ice Castle. But honestly, when I think about it, it makes a ton of sense, of course, with how popular Frozen is, and I think it's a great build. They really did do a good job with this. I love the interior of it. I think there's a lot of cool details here, some really great pieces as well. You can see a great piano build there, a fountain as well. I love that Elsa is using like President Business's tie cape right there. I think that is so cool, and of course the different sort of coloring as well, which looks really nice. Even that Nexo Knight shield right there looks so good, and I apologize if we've seen some of these pieces before. I don't really collect the Frozen line of sets, so I'm not familiar with all of them, but the top here as well looks so great. I really do like the interior of this quite a bit, and can you imagine getting two of these sets and then being able to kind of have like a fully encapsulated version? That would just be so cool. I know it would be very pricey, but still very cool. And then you can see the mini dolls here. I know some people are disappointed about there not being minifigures in this, but at least I can say for the mini doll style here, I think that these are all really well done, and we do get a good sort of variety of characters here, of course, with all the main ones that you would need for the Ice Castle setting. So I think they really brought it home here with some really great design for the actual castle, really good scale here as well, and overall it's just a pretty exciting set. Alright, now the next one that we have here is set number 75296, the Darth Vader Meditation Chamber. This is an 18 plus set with 663 pieces, 2 minifigures, and is rumored to cost $69.99 USD, and then I'm assuming either $89 or $99.99 Canadian. So that's kind of my assumption with the prices there. That could change, of course, once we see more information about this set, but this one is definitely quite interesting with that pretty hefty piece count there. I think that the price still feels a tiny bit overpriced, I suppose, for just what you're getting here. Of course, it feels smaller as well with the lacking of minifigures here, but you wouldn't expect that many as well when it's just Darth Vader's meditation chamber. But I do love that Darth Vader seems to have, it looks like arm printing on him. I honestly couldn't say for sure. It's kind of hard to being able to tell on this figure here, but it looks like it could potentially be. If someone wants to confirm that in the comments, it would be appreciated. But this is a really cool build here, honestly. I didn't really expect we'd get another set just for the meditation chamber here, and I think it looks pretty decent here. I love the interior there. What I'm assuming will wind up being a sticker in there, but that looks quite good. And then the actual build is just well done. I like the stand as well with the little plaque there, so I do like that. It kind of makes it feel like more of a premium set, I suppose, so that's quite cool as well. And then we can see some other angles of it right here, looking once again really great right here. I do like that quite a bit. Even in the photos here though, you can see the punch tabs there, which honestly hurts my soul quite a bit on a box like this, but I think that it is a nice design here, a well done set. I'm trying to see if I could spot if there's arm printing. It is so hard to tell with these photos here, so I can't really confirm or deny if there is any, but yeah, it's definitely a cool set here with a pretty nice build. Now the next set that we have here is from the Infinity Saga wave from Marvel, and this one is the Sanctuary 2, including 322 pieces, 3 minifigures as you can see, and will also retail for $69.99 USD and apparently $89.99 Canadian. Those are the rumored prices at this point at least, and this is honestly a really cool build. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I first saw it, I didn't really expect it to be that high of a price point, so that is a little bit disappointing, but I do like the look of this. I'm sure there's more to it once you actually get your hands on the set, but it does look quite cool. I feel like it accurately recreates the design of that ship, not the scaling of it, of course, but still, it looks quite good. I could see some people being angry, though, about those stud shooters on the top right there. I could see some people nitpicking at that. And then for the actual minifigures here within the set, of course, we get that Iron Man there that I believe we received in the final battle set. We get this Thanos here, which looks so great. That is such a fantastic minifigure, like MCU version of Thanos. I love the torso there. I love the leg printing as well. So great to see some of that. And then the face also looks fantastic. So just a phenomenal figure there. You get an Infinity Gauntlet as well, which of course doesn't really make sense, I guess, but still, it's cool to be getting it there. And then the actual Captain Marvel figure, of course, one of the other highlights of the set. A bit disappointing, no leg printing there, but I do think that the figure still looks pretty great and has a good design to it overall. But yeah, it's just a good build here, a pretty nice set overall, so I do like this one quite a bit. Now we've got a really great surprise for fans of DC, and we have a new Batman cowl here, of course the 1966 Adam West Batman right here, and this one's going to include 377 pieces, and is going to retail for $59.99 USD, and then $79.99 Canadian, so a pretty hefty price tag there, I must say, and this should be releasing on October 1st, and is actually available for pre-order as well on the LEGO Shop's website, so that's great to see also. But this set here honestly looks pretty darn cool. I do like the look of the cowl here. Honestly, I think I like this one more than the other Batman cowl that we received. I just feel like this one, I don't know, it just looks better. It looks more like a cowl, less than like trying to be a face. I don't know how to kind of put it into words, but I just think they did a great job here. I like the nose as well. They did a good job of creating that right there, and it looks like it has a bit of a print as well, which is cool to see. And then the actual outside of it doesn't look too like stud wise. It looks like more sort of slick, I would say is kind of the word to use it, but a very sort of sleek design going on there. I like as well the stand that it's on there. That of course looks really great. Now the actual logo there is not really like, it looks like the Batman 1966 logo, but I feel like there's like another logo they could have used for that. I'm not too sure, but I still think it looks really great. Here it is, a well done cowl set right here, and honestly one of the better ones, I would say. Now we have the LEGO Harry Potter Advent Calendar here, and this is going to include 274 pieces and retail for $39.99 USD and then $49.99 Canadian. And this set here is honestly another pretty cool Harry Potter Advent Calendar. I did pick up the first one, but I never wound up getting the second one, so I might consider getting this one. The figures here are some pretty great inclusions here. I do like each of them. I think they have some interesting prints. I mean, Harry, Hermione, and Ron are always kind of feeling like unoriginal at this point, but you can't really argue much there because of course they're the main characters of the franchise, so you're going to see them in a large amount of sets, but there's just nothing too amazing there, I would say. Although I do like the Harry there. I like the torso print right there. I believe that could be the one from the Diagon Alley set. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. I'm not too sure, honestly, if it's like the exact same one, but it definitely looks similar to it. And then we have Draco Malfoy as well, but it is so cool that we get two of the tiles there, the mystery ones. It is so great that we're getting those within this set, so I do like that quite a bit. And then the actual side builds are pretty cool as well. I'm not going to go in too in depth with each of them, but there are some pretty nice ones here, so I do like the overall theming of this one. I think the figures are decent. It's nothing that I feel absolutely that I need to pick up, but it might be something that I consider if I see it on a sale and I just want to get in the festive mood, so definitely still a pretty cool advent calendar. Okay, now we're getting into the LEGO Jurassic theme here, which we have the most sets for with 5 of them, and this is set number 76939, the Stygimoloch Dinosaur Escape, including 129 pieces, and should be retailing for $39.99 USD and then $49.99 Canadian, and it is a 4+ set as you can see right here, and we have quite a few images for this one. It's definitely a pretty cool looking set here. I believe it's based off one of the Jurassic World shows, shows, I believe, one of the animated ones possibly is what I'm guessing, and I think that this is a pretty decent looking set here. Honestly, with these 4+ ones, it always kind of feels like they're a bit overpriced, and especially with the Jurassic World ones, I totally understand that the molds for the dinosaurs are quite complicated, but I still always feel like it's a bit of a rip-off, I would say, but still, I think that there are some pretty cool sets here within this theme, and this is a pretty decent one here. You get a cool dinosaur, a cool little baby dinosaur as well. I do like that sort of part to this set. And then for the actual minifigures, I think there's some pretty nice ones here. I do like that hairpiece there in pink. I don't believe if we've received that before, and there's some great torso prints here as well, just sort of generic ones here that could definitely be used outside of the Jurassic World theme. So that's cool to see as well if you're kind of looking for that within these sets. But I would say this one isn't anything too spectacular, but I still think it's quite well done, and it's a pretty decent 4+ set. Alright, now the next Jurassic World set that we have here is honestly one of my favorite ones of all time. It is set number 76940, the T-Rex dinosaur fossil exhibit with 198 pieces, and this one is going to retail for $29.99 USD and then $39.99 Canadian, and this set here is honestly phenomenal. If you want to have a Lego museum, this is going to be a must-have, I believe. It is just such a cool design here. I love that head so much. It looks absolutely fantastic, and then the actual build of the dinosaur here looks so great. I think they did such a good job of putting it in this more like skeletal form, and I think that is so awesome to see. Even the little side build as well is really great. It's kind of like explaining the actual like sort of or not design, but the sort of just the anatomy of the actual T-Rex here, and I like the little plaque as well. And then in the way of the minifigures here, we have some pretty good ones here. I think they're nothing like exceptional, I would say, but I still think they're nice. I do like the little baby dinosaur that we get right there. I think that's really great. I believe a Triceratops, I think that's what it's meant to be. So some pretty good ones there. I just love that build so much. This is honestly, I've never bought a Jurassic World set, but I am probably going to pick this up just for if in the future I want to have a museum setting. I am definitely going to want to put this as the centerpiece because it just looks absolutely phenomenal. Then the next one that we have here is set number 76941, the Carnotaurus Dinosaur Chase, including 240 pieces, and is going to retail for $49.99 USD and then $59.99 Canadian. So once again, another one that feels like a bit of a hefty price point here, even though I do love that dinosaur so much. I think it looks so absolutely fantastic looking. I think it has some really great details to it, just a really nice design overall. And then in the way of the actual minifigures here, I don't think there's anything spectacular here. That torso print in the middle is quite interesting, though it's definitely a really generic looking one that you could use outside of this, and I say that in a good way. And then with the female torso as well, that looks really great also, with a bit more detail there that I do appreciate quite a bit. And then of course Owen Grady within the set as well. We see him in quite a few Jurassic World sets, so there's nothing really new there, but I do like the actual set here. I think the build of the vehicles too are pretty decent there. This one is a fairly large truck here, I would say, and then the helicopter, I mean, it's kind of what you would standardly get in a smaller helicopter build, but I think it's still a fairly decent set. I feel like if you got this on a sale that you'd be getting a pretty good deal because the dinosaur is just such an epic design there. I love that one so much, and it's just overall a pretty decent set. Alright, now we have the final Jurassic World one here with set number 76942, the Baryonyx Dinosaur Boat Escape, including 308 pieces, and is going to retail for $79.99 USD and then $99.99 Canadian. So quite a hefty price point with this one, but I do feel like you're getting quite a bit within this set, and the dinosaur design here is definitely a really unique looking one. The color scheme here is unique, I feel like, and I do like the green, and then the small hint of orange right there around the eye. I think that adds a nice little pop there around the face to kind of draw your eye towards it. The minifigures are honestly nothing too spectacular here, so I'm not going to spend too much time on those, but the actual boat build here I feel like is kind of cool. I like that you can actually trap the dinosaur on the boat. I think that's pretty cool, and then you even get a little like life raft right there on the side, so that's kind of cool as well. So there's some good elements here within the set. Now I can't say that I feel like it really justifies the price point of the set, but still I don't think it's bad by any means. I just think it's a little bit more unreasonable, I would feel like, but I kind of expect that from Jurassic World, so it doesn't really surprise or disappoint me in any sort of way. But it is still a pretty decent set here with a cool build and a really awesome dinosaur. Alright, so now that's going to conclude the video here for my sort of summary of all of the LEGO news that we've received. I hope you did enjoy the video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on all of these themes or any of the ones that you might have skipped to in this video to check out which ones are your favorites, which ones are you planning to pick up in the future. And once we receive more information for some of these sets, I'll be sure to cover that in the future as well. So stay tuned for that on the channel. Your support is highly appreciated, so be sure to leave a like. Also subscribe as well if you want to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.